Hello and welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be talking about one of my favorite novels of all time and one of my favorite literary characters ever. Let's get started. So I have a few activities that pair along with the novel To Kill a Mockingbird by Harper Lee. So I have an assessment, I have Atticus's closing argument with some chunked questions and discussion questions for after the trial scene. I also have a really fun activity called Who Said It? Atticus or Disney? So your students are going to decipher from quotes that either Atticus said or quotes from Walt Disney movies and songs. So that's a really fun activity, and the bonus to them is if they can figure out if it is from a Disney movie, what Disney movie it came from, they get a little extra bonus point. So that's pretty cool. It obviously comes with an answer key as well. So for example, there might be some really obvious quotes that come from Disney, but if you walk the footsteps of a stranger, you'll learn things you never knew you never knew. So I can't even say that without kind of singing it. If it's not that obvious, that's from a Pocahontas song, Colors of the Wind, but it does sound like something that Atticus would say. So I think that's a really cool quote to kind of dissect, talk about, and have the students figure out, would Atticus say it, or did he say it, or is it coming from a Disney movie or song? Another quote is, I know we're all different, but deep inside us, we're not that different at all. Drop in the comments below whether you think that is an Atticus quote or a quote from a Disney song or movie. The trial scene. So I have some really great questions that go along with Atticus's speech, his closing argument at the end of the trial scene. I've chunked the entire passage and I've included some reading comprehension questions, some critical thinking questions, and some prediction questions for the end within this particular assignment as well. So I think it's really great for students to read this in chunks so that they can fully comprehend what is being said. Also, I think it's important to do a full read of the entire speech and then go back and reread. I always tell my students, good readers read and then they reread. So I think maybe on the second time around, you could do a close read, and using this worksheet will definitely help your students to fully grasp the weight of what Atticus is saying and really step into the shoes of the Yules, as well as Tom Robinson, as well as the entire town. In addition, I also have a few poems that pair really well with the novel. We have some Langston Hughes poems in there, some things that you might incorporate into your lesson. I would definitely make sure that you're incorporating some background knowledge about the time period so that the kids fully understand why you've chosen these particular poems. I've also have some questions that go along with the poems, so they're not just the poems themselves. I have also included a long assessment with some multiple choice, some short answer, so that's something that you can utilize at the end of your unit as well. So this is something that I've used in the classroom many times. It's completely adaptable to fit the needs of your students, and it's some really great material that I've tweaked along the years, and this is my final product. So if you are interested in purchasing these items, you can on Teachers Pay Teachers. I'm going to put my link down below, and here is my handle on the screen. So if you'd like to purchase this bundle, there's a really great deal on Teachers Pay Teachers, or you can buy them individually. I highly suggest buying them together. I think it's a great value, so you can check that out, checking out my link below. I hope I've given you some ideas on things to include in your unit of To Kill a Mockingbird. Thank you so much for watching, and if you learned something new or like what I have to say, please make sure you give me a thumbs up and consider subscribing, hitting the bell, getting all notifications turned on so you'll be notified every time I make a new video. Thank you so much for watching. Happy teaching.